My people, oh my goodness, please sit down, grab your zobo, grab your popcorn because today we are talking about the homecoming. Yes, the massive YouTube movie on Bimbo Ademoye TV that literally everyone and their landlord has been talking about. If you haven't watched it yet, what are you actually doing? But don't worry, no matter where you stand, we need to talk about it because this movie, wow, it gave us everything. First of all, let's talk about the anticipation. When Bimbo dropped this, the internet almost crashed. We are talking about millions of views, thousands of comments, and people literally screaming in the comment section. Why? Because the lineup alone is a cheat code. Bimbo Ademoye, Timini Egbuson, and the powerhouse herself, Bisola Ayeola. But you know how I do it on this channel. We don't just hype these things because of big names. We have to dissect it. Did the homecoming actually live up the expectation, or did it just ride on the wave of star power? Today we are breaking down the drama, the toxic workplace, the romance, and the devastating plot twist that had everyone clutching their chest. So stay tuned, don't slide away because we are diving deep into that gist. So let's get into the story right away. Bimbo plays Deeko, and let me tell you, Deeko's story is the story of so many young Nigerians today. She's an accounting graduate. She has been hustling for a job for months, totally broke, but she has a massive responsibility. She is caring for her disabled blind grandfather. Already the emotional stakes are high. But out of desperation, she takes a job that is completely out of her line as a personal assistant of AZ Group, this super high-profile fashion magazine. And who is her boss? The formidable, terrifying Udak, played by a brilliant Bisola Ayola. Now, let's pause here. Have you ever worked in a place where the air itself is toxic? Because AZ Group is the headquarters of office horror. Bisola praised the streets intimidating boss so well, but the real devil of the office is Uduak's assistant, Vivian, played by Osereme Inegbabo. Vivian was doing too much. That bullying, that backstabbing, the blackmailing, while watching I was literally shouting at my screen. It makes you realize how real these toxic corporate spaces are. Dieko is just trying to earn money to pay her grandfather's medical bills, and this girl is making her life a living hell. It's so relatable because it shows the extreme compromises people have to make just to survive. Bimbo played this with so much vulnerability. You could see the exhaustion in her eyes, and instant makes you root for her. But okay, let's talk about the part that made all of us giggling like schoolgirls, the romance. In the middle of all this stress, Dieko meets this charming guy at a bus stop. And who is it? Timini Egbuson playing Luther. Now, we all know Timini is the poster boy for Nollywood romance, but there is something about his chemistry with Bimbo that hits different. He meets her when she's stranded, he helped her out, and immediately the sparks are flying. Is that organic, slow burn, feel good romance that Bimbo does so well on her channel? You are watching them banter, you are seeing him look at her with those eyes, and you're just screaming, yes, my sister has found love. But this is Nollywood, my people. There is always a catch. Just as Deeko is starting to fall for Luther, she goes on a work trip to her boss's family home, and guess who she sees walking down the stairs? Luther. It turns out Luther is actually the brother of her terrifying street boss, Uduak. Oh, the drama. The sheer panic of Dioko's face was priceless. How do you date your boss's brother when your boss already look like she wants to fire you every 5 minutes? The tension in those family house scene was top tie. It brought that perfect mix of romantic comedy and internal conflict. Luther wants to be open, but Dieko is terrified of losing her livelihood. It's a mess, but a highly entertaining mess. But the homecoming isn't just a romance. It takes a very dark emotional turn when Deeko receives the absolute worst news. While she's dealing with all this office drama and secret relationship stress, her grandfather's health takes a devastated turn. I won't spoil the exact details for those who haven't watched, but let me tell you, that portion of the movie will make you cry. Bimbo's acting in those emotional scenes are 5 stars. She completely shares the comedic personnel and gives you raw, heartbreaking grief. You can feel her pain from the screen already. But now, let's go to the critic corner. Is this movie perfect? Well, if we are being completely honest, the plot is somewhat predictable. We have seen the poor girl meet rich boss brother trope many times, and because Bimbo has set the bar so incredibly high with her previous YouTube hits like Unexpected Places, some part of the homecoming felt a little bit like we were playing it safe. The person in the middle dragged just a tiny bit, and some of the office conflicts resolved almost too quickly. But honestly, even with the predictability, the excursion, the cinematography, and the acting saved it. It's a beautiful shot, feel-good movie with a strong message of resilience, self-worth, and knowing when to stand up and say enough is enough to a toxic relationship or situationship. So, what is the final verdict on the homecoming? For me, it's a solid 8 out of 10. It has the comedy, it has the toxic office drama that will make you angry, it has the sweet romance that will make you blush, and it has this emotional depth that will make you hold your loved ones close. It proved once again that Bimbo Ademoye is not just an actress, but a visionary producer who knows exactly what her audience wants to watch. But enough for me, I want to know what you guys think. If you have watched the homecoming, who was your favorite character? Were you shouting at Vivian like I was? And how did you feel about that chemistry between Bimbo and Timini? Do they need to make 10 more movies together or what? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get the gist going. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button, share this with your friends, and make sure you are subscribed so you never miss out our freshest Nollywood gist. I love you guys, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye bye.